What is up, Boomsters? And after being gone for about a week, I was trying to think of a new name to call you guys, and that was not it. It's not no, but I had to try it. Speaking of things I had to try, I decided to try to get into Warframe again this year. You'll remember around last year, around the same month, I uploaded a video about trying to get into Warframe. And this year, I'm actually trying. And holy crap, I'm succeeding too. It's really a fun game, and I want to explain why, over my break, Warframe took me in and treated me like one of its own. The first thing to get out of the way is that the game is free to play. And that, of course, is great because getting into a new game is fun. You know, buying a new game is a little bit less fun. Now, Warframe is something I tried to play back in 2014, again in 2015, and again in 2018, and now I'm trying again in 2019, and like I said, I'm succeeding. It's been around 9 days of me playing Warframe, and I am getting in several hours a day, every day, and I haven't sat down and enjoyed playing a game like this in a while. And like I made pretty clear in one of my latest videos, the games I usually cover, their latest entries kinda sucked for me, and that was Black Ops 4, and that was Battlefield 5, and although it pains me to say it, I don't really want to sit and play either of them, or either of them. The thing is that Black Ops 4 is frustrating, and I know it's not going to get any better, you know, before it's done with its life cycle, because it's like 3 months away from that, and Battlefield 5 just keeps getting buggier, and I am just waiting for the winter to come so I can get some actual new, substantial content that I'll actually care about. I go ahead and log into Warframe, start getting into it, start learning how the progression system works. It's pretty complicated, and I start realizing how rewarding long play sessions on this game really are. What really pulled me in is that everything seems to tie together. The gameplay loop is very tight, and every amount of progress I make feels substantial, even if it's subtle. And it's really hard to explain all the reasons why. It comes down to lots of different things. This isn't going to be that in-depth because I really don't know where to start, and I didn't write a script for this, which is maybe gonna bite me in the ass. But okay, you go through a level and you smash a crate and money comes out of it. You smash another crate and resources come out of it. You open a chest and XP comes out of it for your weapons and your Warframe, and then leveling that Warframe up brings you to an overall mastery rank, which allows you to complete a challenge to, further your mastery rank, and then unlocking more mastery ranks unlocks more weapons you can craft, different types of missions and quests. When you're killing monsters and aliens and robots, you get mods, and those mods can either be put on your weapons or your character to increase your performance in a way that's substantial and easy to notice. Or you can sell those mods for credits or Endo, and Endo is used to upgrade mods, and credits are used to buy pretty much everything. Everything brings you closer to something else. And then there's daily and weekly challenges that you complete to get a special currency that can be used to buy very special items, which make you more powerful, more versatile, gives you new Warframes to play as. Warframes are the characters that you're seeing on screen here. Each one has its own abilities. Try to keep up. And on top of that, it's great, seamless co-op that just works well. It's one part grindy, and then it's exploration, and then it's stealth, and then it just keeps changing. And even when it's repetitive, it never bothers me. There's so much depth I haven't even gotten into yet. There's so many things I haven't even seen yet. Planets I haven't set foot on. There are new updates coming out. There's trading. There are weapons and abilities and Warframes and things I have not used. And so the piles, the years worth of content in front of me as a new player now is motivating and overwhelming at the same time. Because I don't feel like a hamster in a wheel like I do in some other looter shooter games. The thing is that I feel like I'm working towards something at all times, whether it's getting a new Warframe, a new weapon, leveling up that weapon to get new mastery ranks, which gives me more options for things later. It's a great feeling. If you're playing any sort of looter shooter right now, and you kind of feel like, again, you're just a hamster in a wheel, I think you should play Warframe. The variety of experiences is also really good, just gameplay-wise, mechanical-wise. Every Warframe is different to play. Every weapon so far, for the most part, that I've played with feels different. There are a couple of examples I could use of weapons that feel pretty much identical, but they don't spoil the pot because I know there's so much variety ahead of me. I read these weapon descriptions of things that I don't have yet, and it blows me away. I can't wait to try them out, and even if they're not great, I level them up. Leveling them up brings me closer to my next mastery rank, and that's progress. And like I said, gameplay mechanic wise, there's so much variety. You're doing space missions when you're flying around, and you have open worlds to explore on 2 different planets. You're flying around on a hoverboard. You're doing single player story quests. You're doing co-op grindy missions. You're doing missions that involve both, extermination of enemies and stealth segments. And it's just so different, yet, a healthy amount of repetitive. Most games are repetitive, but their job isn't to trick you into thinking they're not repetitive. That's ridiculous. You have a functioning brain. You know it's repetitive. Where it has to be is a point where it's repetitive but fun. It's repetitive yet rewarding. If you've played a Kingdom Hearts game, you know the combat gets a little repetitive, but it's so smooth and intuitive, it's responsive, it's visceral, it is just reactive to what you're doing, and it's really, really good. And when you're playing and you're progressing your character, you're progressing and you're leveling up and you're helping yourself by grinding, and you know that it might be repetitive, but it's really fun to do in terms of like controls and responsiveness and, pretty factor, even if you want to toss that in there. And then it's progressing me towards something. That's the A and the B that I think everything needs to hit when it comes to gaming. Something being repetitive isn't bad as long as it's fun to play for you and it's leading you towards something. Whether that's some sort of ultimate end goal or some sort of minor upgrade that'll make it more fun to play later. And this game has minor changes in the forms of weapons, and then it has more drastic changes in the form of warframes. Having a different warframe is like playing a different video game, whereas having a different weapon is obviously just like having a different weapon. Is it full auto? Is it burst? Is it a shotgun? Is it an energy gun? Is it a giant sword? Is it tiny daggers? Is it fists? Is it bow and arrow? You get it. Like I said earlier, it's overwhelming yet motivating. It feels like there's too much to do, there's too much to grind, it's gonna take too much time. Oh, but it's so fun, I don't really care. During my break, when I wasn't recording or really worrying about YouTube, I was just putting in hours a day. I'd get everything I need to get done in my life, like completely done, and then I'd play anywhere from 4 to 10 hours a day. And obviously, I wouldn't do that if I wasn't on a break. But these 7 days of being gone from YouTube have been very rejuvenating just because I fell in love with a game, and I haven't fallen in love with a game in a long time. Now, I love talking about things like Call of Duty and Battlefield. I'll love getting back into Halo Reach when it comes to the MCC. I look forward to talking about Infinite and Modern Warfare, Bad Company 3 if that's a thing. I even look forward to talking about Battlefield 5's new content, things I want for Modern Warfare. Yeah, more Modern Warfare videos, guys. Isn't that going to be great? But really, I am excited about that. But in terms of falling in love with the game, I haven't in a while. And Warframe crosses so many boxes for me. I got customization up the ass. I got weapons and gunplay and combat that's fun and addicting to take part in. I have goals, I have variety, I have my friends to play with, I have open worlds to explore. There's so much stuff I haven't even gotten into yet, like modular weapons or fishing. It's all still new, it's still fresh, it's still waiting for me. Whether it's a challenge or a goal that's gonna take me like a week of real time to finally get done, or it's like something simple like, oh, well, I need to go, open 20 lockers and then I get points towards something else. And it's just always progressing me forward. And I feel like it's partly due to the fact that I know how it works. If you don't know how it works, getting into it, it might seem pay to win because everything has this little nasty icon next to it, which stands for this game's premium currency. You can pay real money for. You can also trade for things in game with actual players. But here's the thing. I thought that everything needed to be paid for with real money or grinded out for an insane amount of time. Now, I was partly correct. Grinding out different items and blueprints can take a long time, but it doesn't always have to. In fact, one of the warframes I've wanted to build for a while, I believe his name is Varban? Either way, he's a warframe that has a lot of different traps at his disposal, and he looks like he's a lot of fun to play. And during these weekly challenges, the currency I get from completing several of these weekly challenges will get me to the point where I can just buy everything required to build him without paying 1 real cent. Crafting times do take real time, and you might have to, in that 3 in the afternoon start building a weapon, and then that won't be done till 3 a.m. or 3 in the afternoon the next day. But I also kind of like this system because it takes so long to level up weapons. I get enough resources to build a weapon, and then I'm playing around with my other weapons for a while, and then I go to bed, and I wake up the next day, the weapon's ready for me, and I can't just speed through the game, and I feel like that makes it more of a lifestyle MMORPG type of thing. Things take real time, and that real-time integration is kind of addicting, actually. And other than that, I'm kind of done talking. If you're playing games that don't make you feel rewarded, and you feel like you're just banging your head against a wall, if you have a computer, a PS4, an Xbox One, or a Nintendo Switch, I recommend picking up Warframe. And I will be surprised if the combat doesn't bring you in alone. Some weapons you might not like maybe you think the combat's too spammy, well then I would recommend a heavy weapon. Maybe you think the automatic weapons feel weird, try a bow and arrow, or a sniper rifle, or a shotgun, try an LMG, try a pistol, try 2 pistols, there's dual wield pistols. It just takes a bit of playtime, and yes, it is a grindy game, and some of you might know things I don't. You're gonna go, oh well, you're not gonna say this in 2 years. Yeah, maybe not, but right now, it's all I want to do. I'm constantly being confronted with things I haven't seen before, and that's exciting to me, and I don't think that's going to change overnight, and I don't think I'm going to integrate Warframe into my channel like I would traditionally. I don't know enough about it, there's too many years on the game, and most things have already been said. I can't do tip videos because I'm still watching tip videos to see where things are and see what to do. So, Warframe will be something that I live stream. Long live streams of me grinding with my buddies or even solo and just trying to get further in the game because the game is enjoyable and it's something I'd like to progress in personally. From what I can tell, I'm still in the early game, but I'm learning a lot and I'm having a ton of fun. And I think live streaming is the best place for this game on my channel. But to put everything simply, in a quick summary, Warframe provides a good experience because I constantly feel like I'm moving forward. I'm sure I'm gonna hit soft walls, I'm sure I'm gonna hit things that bother me quite a bit, but until that day comes, I'm gonna keep quiet and enjoy my damn game. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.